have this whole discussion about, 82% of Iraq, of the people in Iraq, in a poll done last year, want the troops to come home. It's their freaking country. George Bush says freedom and democracy, blah, blah, blah. 82% is clearly a majority, and yet the troops are still there. The last poll taken, 72% of the soldiers wanted to come home. We know that at least that many people in the United States wants our soldiers to come home. And we in the peace movement know that we don't want to abandon the people of Iraq. They need reparations, they need peacekeepers, they need all the help we can give them without our military there. But they don't need our shooting troops in there. They tell me. I actually, do something really weird. I ask the people of Iraq what they want, because it's their country. And they tell me, we are an advanced civilization. As a matter of fact, we're the cradle of civilization. We were inventing writing, we were inventing math, we were inventing engineering, we were inventing agriculture, when your president's ancestors were still writing on cave walls. Swinging from trees. And to think that we have to keep our military in there to solve those problems is not only arrogant, it's racist. So this is the thing, this is the excuse that they give. That we don't want to abandon the people of Iraq. Well, what are we doing to help the people of Iraq? It's an occupying power's duty to make sure they have clean water, food, employment, stability, access to medicine and medical care. None of that stuff is happening. A report just came out saying that they're malnourished. They don't have clean water. They don't have food. They don't have security. They're too afraid to take their loved ones to the doctor if they're injured or sick. They're afraid to send their children to school. So we're not doing our job as an occupying power. But what we are doing really well is keeping that country in a state of constant chaos so we can steal their oil, so we can steal their natural resources. And that was the plan all along. So I probably have gone over my time already. But today we have really bad news and if you're a military family, you got the bad news that your son or daughter or father or mother or brother and sister or best friend or husband or wife not only has to be there for a year, but now they're going to have to be there for 15 months. All 160,000 of them. And they're going to call up 13,000 more National Guard and Reserve. And all this because Congress didn't have the courage to take the money away from the person addicted to murder and war, George Bush. He has an addiction, they're fueling it. And now he can do and this is what I told everybody. I said, you give him more money, they said, well, we're against the surge. Well, if you're against the surge, don't give him any more money. Because once you give him the money, he's commander-in-chief and he can do whatever he wants. He thinks he can do whatever he wants anyway. That's why we have to impeach him. He can send as many troops as he wants. He can keep them there as long as he wants. He can invade Iran if he wants, because they don't even expect him to ask permission for that, even though it was unconstitutional for them to give him authority to invade Iraq without a declaration of war. So he's got $100 billion more that he can do whatever he wants with. He can run psyops in that region. He can hire all the contractors that he wants. He wants to hire a war czar I'm like, isn't that your job? You know, isn't that the Pentagon's job? He can do whatever he wants now because he has the money. Except the Senate hasn't given it to him yet. So we just have to look at ourselves and say, what are we doing and what more can we do? Thank you.